Yes, I'm filming this on the same day that I started my rose shirt. I have no idea when this video is going up in relation to that one, but I started a thing. So I went fabric shopping last weekend and got some stuff at Joann. So this is just some cotton canvas that I'm going to use for my corset because it's my first one, and there really isn't a point in me getting like couture or anything because it's not going to be great, and I know that, but I'm not going to get better if I don't practice. Also, I'm probably going to get a tripod so I can actually show you guys me doing stuff, maybe. I don't know. So right now I just have the pattern pieces laid out to see about how much fabric I need, because obviously I'm going to need to iron this and whatnot, but I got like, I think it was like 2.5 yards. I forget exactly how much I got because I just kind of like got the rest of what was on the bolt. I figured I'd just cut out a part of it to make it a smaller piece to work with so I can like actually iron and lay it out. I'll keep you guys updated. Hey friends, I kind of look a mess, but we are setting out the pattern pieces on my kitchen floor to start tracing them for the mock-up of my corset. And this is gonna be really interesting because I don't know what I'm doing, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace these out. Oh, that's what I need. I need to, and then add in the seam allowance. I actually have tailor's chalk now. Those are my little pattern weight lizard guys. And we're gonna see how this goes. I don't really know how to set up my phone to film this. So I'm not really gonna be able to film the tracing process, but I should be able to film the sewing process. We'll see. I'll get back to you. There isn't really a necessity for this clip in here except for like minor aesthetic, and the fact that setting up a camera was enough motivation to get me to actually iron this fabric because I hate ironing. Quick little update. I have traced half of my pattern pieces with seam allowances. We are thriving, friends, sort of. Hey guys, so here I am just laying out my fabric and my pattern pieces, seeing how much space I need. These pattern pieces do not have seam allowance on them, so I'm just putting my little guys there, tracing around them, and then using my 1/2 inch wide measuring tape, creating a seam allowance for them, going around, and then just using a straight ruler to straighten things out. Here I am just completing the last of these while watching someone's YouTube video, probably one of Noelle's vlogs, to be honest. And with that, half of my pieces are done. Next, I began cutting out my pieces in kind of blocks to make them smaller to work with before refining that down to just the seam allowance pattern pieces, because as you can see, there was a lot of fabric that I was having to work with, and I don't really have a actual sewing space, so the smaller the pieces I work with, the better. It's actually funny, my sister interrupted me at one point during this, so I had to edit her out. So I don't know what those hand motions were there, but as you can see, Percy makes an appearance in this clip. I think I was watching one of Caroline's videos while making this. So I'm just sewing using some embroidery thread because I have so much from when my sister and I used to make string bracelets. And I'm using an embroidery needle that comes with my point shoe sewing kit, so I can't really say what kind of needle it is or anything like that. It was during this point that I realized I had actually been sewing wrong sides together instead of right sides together, but as long as I'm consistent with the other half of the garment, it doesn't really matter. The one thing that I did realized during this point was that I was really struggling with the turns in the fabric, like where the pattern wasn't exactly straight, and I kind of started getting very anxious, and that's why I cut off the video. And that's when I decided to not try to finish the garment for today, because it was just overwhelming me too much. But I was just doing a basic back stitch, kind of long stitches, because I was lazy. I started out with double thread and then switched to single thread pretty early on because it was the more practical application, even though I'm more accustomed to sewing double thread, and the needle kept coming undone. Hey guys, so this isn't the easiest thing to show, but I was editing my video Monday morning when else was new, and figured I'd give you a little update because since the last clip that I filmed, I have finished sewing all 6 of the left side panels together. And so this is what it's looking like. It's actually like pretty decent for right now. This is what the inside looks like. Obviously I haven't like pressed the seams or done anything with them, but that's where we're at right now. I just didn't want to rush to finish the entire thing for today's video and like have it be sloppy or whatever. I mean, not that this is the neatest thing in the world, but like, you know what I mean. So I did that, and we'll have part 2 of this video up next week, and hopefully I will either have some hardware that will hold the 2 pieces together, or I'll have enough like seam allowance extra to be able to just sew all 12 panels together and be able to in some way show you what this mock-up looks like. So thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Bye guys. This is my first attempt at filming voiceover, so let's see how it goes. Almost the... I literally broke the needle on my sewing machine yesterday sewing cotton. So we're not thriving, but